Welcome back to the Spiked and Psyched podcast. This is episode 8. I'm your host, Val Constein, Olympian, Nike athlete.
I'm Kyle. I'm going to go with Cat Dad again.
Okay, great. And today's really exciting. We actually have our first guest ever on the podcast. Meet Ashley Jones, one of the most inspiring and unique athletes you'll come across. At just 14, she was involved in a serious accident that resulted in the amputation of her right arm. What's remarkable is what happened next. Ashley got back to the soccer field, then did triathlons, and eventually picked up running as her main sport. At Valor Christian in Colorado, she didn't just participate, she stood out. She helped her Valor team finish 8th at Nike Cross Nationals, and she was All-State in 2019. She moved into the NCAA, competing first at High Point University, then transferring to the University of Tennessee, where she was a key leader in the cross-country season, where she finished 42nd and her team finished 6th place. Beyond the track, Ashley is open about how faith, family, and sports helped shape her. She's also an NIL athlete with On, and she uses her platform to encourage and inspire others. Ashley, thank you so much and welcome to the show.
Thanks, Val. That was very sweet. I'm excited to be here with you.
Yeah, super exciting. We were just chatting earlier about how much fun it's been to work out together. Ashley's actually been my main workout partner here for the last, almost 3 weeks.
Yes. Yeah. I know. It's been so fun. We've been grinding on the treadmills together. So I'm excited to be back on the ground, and we're both excited to be healthy. And so, yeah. Doing threshold sessions together has been super fun, jamming to music and all that stuff. I've been so grateful to have you as a workout buddy. So
thanks,
yeah.
Ashley. Yeah, it's been really cool because I feel like Ashley's like this super grinder who just is thriving on like these 6-mile tempos and 16 by K on the treadmill. And I'm over here like, oh my gosh, can I finish? And Ashley's like, you're doing great, Val. Good job.
We were talking about how it's going to be great to both, like, you can push me on the VO2 max sessions and like the faster stuff, 600s, and then we can encourage each other. I can encourage you on the 6-mile tempos, like the long threshold stuff. Yeah, you have your specialties for sure. And then I'm just like trying to grind out the 6-mile tempos, 16 by K.
Yeah. We were doing 16 by K together and we started at the same pace. And then Ashley was like, I think I'm going to start working down. It's like, okay, I'll do it too. So I tried to copy her and it was actually really great and I felt good by the end. But yeah, it's been really cool to like have someone who's like more experienced with this type of work to kind of like show me the way.
Yeah, no, the 16 by K workout can be really daunting. And you're like, how do we get through 16 Ks in one session?
But that's not even the longest.
Yeah.
You've done 18 by K.
Yeah, I did 18 by K just once at my time in Tennessee. But other than that, I haven't done anything more than that. So, but you did what, 19 by K, 18 by K today?
Oh yeah, technically, but I split it up.
Yeah.
I did 9 in the morning, 9 at night.
Yeah.
And I think the
treadmill
treadmills
is amazing
at the university, I think, is slow.
We did have this debate too. They might have to be recalibrated, but I think so.
Don't tell Carson that.
He'll freak out.
He might freak out.
Definitely, he'll recalibrate them.
Yeah, he will.
Yeah. No, those workouts have been fun, and yeah, you've helped me a lot to grow my confidence too, and just like be calm going into workouts and just have fun with it too and smile and then work hard and just kind of sit into the pain and then chat and laugh on the cool down together.
Yeah, we've been doing a lot of laughing.
I know. It's been so fun. So thank you.
Yeah, of course. Any questions, Kyle?
Yeah, well, so Val and I were talking before you came over because I didn't know that you went to Valor.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so we were talking about it and I was like, I wonder when you leave Colorado, because High Point is not at altitude, right?
Correct.
Okay, so High Point, then Tennessee, then Colorado. So when you came back, did you ever have like, gee, I'm like back at altitude, this is brutal? Or
the training?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I think you always have that, like, oh no, I'm back at altitude, but I think you settle into it and you just have to be more in tune with different factors when you're at altitude. So being at where like High Point in Tennessee, you have humidity. And so that's a factor that you're like, oh my gosh, I can't breathe. But altitude's very different, that it actually like really affects recovery, and you just have to be like more in tune with that stuff. So I feel like that's definitely something that you have to come back to. And like when I was here last, it was high school training,
Right.
which high school training was super fun. We had our own like crazy workouts that I thought at the time, but I didn't consider like recovering from altitude in high school as much. So that's definitely a thing you have to consider now.
No, you don't think about it at all.
No, you're like, what? Altitude? Especially, I mean, living so long at altitude, you don't really consider it either. But yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing. Like anytime we like travel, especially to like, because my whole side of my family's from Hawaii, so like we'll go down to Hawaii for a couple weeks, and every time I'm there, I'm like, I'd way rather be at altitude because every time we try to run, it's awful.
Yeah, the humidity.
Oh, yeah.
Ugh.
I know. I would definitely take altitude instead of humidity, like any day of the week, for sure.
Yeah.
That was hard for me to adjust. Like, I'm like, oh my gosh. Also, my hair would get like in such bad knots, and yeah, so I wasn't prepared for it. But
Because High Point's in North Carolina.
High Point's in High Point, North Carolina.
High Point.
Yeah. Yep.
I've never really like, I didn't know that you went there, actually.
I know. It's like a crazy, I mean, that was the start of getting into college, getting into collegiate running. And I was looking at High Point originally just for academics. And then when I started running like late high school, I then was like looking at High Point to see if I could run there as well, and contacted the coach and stuff like that. And that's kind of how the ball got rolling there. But yeah, it was like a High Point for 3 years, then transferred to Tennessee for 2, and here for 1. So, I mean, it's been a crazy road to say the least, but yeah.
So you got your undergrad at High Point.
I got my undergrad at Tennessee. So I transferred my senior year to Tennessee and transferred as many credits as I could to Tennessee. And then thankfully, like a lot of them transferred okay. And then the ones that I had to make up were in the summer, like bookends. And so, yeah, graduated like on time, which was crazy. And then got my first master's at Tennessee too.
Yeah. This girl's real smart.
Yeah, so that's what Val was telling me is you're in your second master's?
Yes.
Now.
I'm in my second master's right now. So I kind of sped up the time frame of my master's at Tennessee. It's usually 1.5 to 2 years of a program. And my first master's is in sports psych and motor behavior. And so I did it in 1 year and like a couple months and finished in the summer.
Nice.
Here, so that I can make the move to come and be here and start another master's. So
wait, so you sped it up by taking classes through the summer to then come here?
yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
impressive. So what's your master's here?
So
That's
my master's here is organizational leadership.
Okay, very
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you'll graduate with an undergraduate and 2 master's degrees.
You thinking about doing any more school? Want a PhD next?
No, I'm like, well, I could have started one.
I thought my Spanish minor was pretty sweet.
Another language. It's always good.
No, it's not. The amount of Spanish I actually remember is concerningly low.
We went to Peru on a vacation, and I was like, this is going to be great. Kyle knows.
Whoa, hold on. I did pretty well in Peru. That was right after
did it?
college.
It was right after college.
Okay.
And I still feel like, be like, donde está el baño?
Okay, Jesus. That is not true. That is wildly inaccurate.
I was getting like shell shocked by speaking to the locals, and I was like, bro, you have a Spanish minor. You should just be like conversing with these folks.
Right.
All right. Well, to my defense, wasn't that bad, but I will say most minors or most like language or so minors in class, it was like I think I had 2 days of Spanish per week. 7 days a week, I was taking Spanish 2 days a week. That's like no way to learn a language.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, like my Spanish in high school was definitely better because it was like every day.
Yeah.
Anyways,
True.
Did you ever take language? You probably had to, right?
I did take some language. I mean, college were just some classes here and there. I remember if you're talking about like Spanish, it was so funny. In middle school, I took Spanish and we would salsa dance in our Spanish class.
oh no way, that would be
In
good
middle
for Val.
school?
Yeah.
That would be so bad. Okay, sorry. Keep going.
And like, I don't know, is it called merengue?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so we would like salsa dance, and it was like so funny because we were in middle school, right? And it was the only time you could like dance with a partner. And
Okay.
so all like the middle school girls and boys would be like, hee hee hee. We get to salsa dance. And like 9 times out of 10, there was no boys in this class. So it was actually just like girls salsa dancing with girls. But it was so fun.
Yeah.
And so fond memories of middle school Spanish class.
That's so fun. Were you in Colorado by that point in time?
Yes, I was in Colorado for middle school, the end of middle school into high school.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Because before that,
Yep.
you're from California originally.
Yes, originally from California, Southern California. I tell people like Six Flags Magic Mountain, like the amusement park. Are you guys familiar?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we have
okay,
a Six
some
Flags in Denver. Or
Yeah.
is that Elogist? It used to be Six Flags.
did.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. I'm aging myself here. Sorry. Go ahead.
Well, some people are familiar and some people are like, I have no idea what you're talking about. But we lived there, so Santa Clarita area, and lived there for 11 years before I moved to Colorado. Yeah.
And you didn't learn how to surf in California.
No.
You learned
We-
how to surf somewhere else.
Yeah, we were talking about this before the pod because you're
Yep. Yeah, I like surfing. Well, the reason Val showed me your Instagram and she was like, "Oh, look, Ashley surfed," and it was like you're with Bethany Hamilton, which who like I know, like
Yeah.
she's like a legend.
she's
And I was
such
like,
a legend.
"Holy crap, that's like really cool."
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like a stud. Yeah, I've known her like my whole life since I was like a little kid.
He's followed her because he's obsessed with surfing.
You said your family's from Hawaii?
Yeah, from Oahu. They're
Okay,
like
I
kind
was
of from
gonna ask
all
what-
over the place, but mostly from Oahu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna ask what island.
Because Bethany's from,
Kauai.
oh, Kauai. My
Kauai.
bad.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Yep. Yep.
So
Yeah, how was that? Was she super cool? I imagine she seems like the nicest person ever.
yeah, she's amazing, and she's like such a an example for me too, to just be like, she is such an elite athlete.
Yeah.
And I'm blanking on what age she was, whether it was 14, like around a very similar time that I became an amputee, or if it was just a little bit younger, like 12. But she has just been such an amazing athlete, like since, and her resilience, and then her becoming a mom too has been like super encouraging, for me to like one day be like, okay, like she can do it. I surely like can find a way to do it one day. And so we got connected after my accident. She has a foundation. It's called Friends of Bethany.
Okay,
And
yeah. I've heard of that before.
yeah, they work with people that have either been in an accident that has resulted in an amputation, or shock attack survivors.
Mhm.
And so the World Surf League
Mhm.
connected
Yep.
my story with Bethany, or vice versa. Something happened where we got connected, and so I talked to her in the hospital, and
No way.
we were like on a FaceTime call, and was just able to chat with her, like, okay, what does life look like in this realm? How do you deal with this? And just like chatting through these things that were very novel to me at the time. And it was, I mean, amazing to be able to like be speaking to her. I knew of her before that,
Right.
but obviously didn't know the world of being an amputee. And then my accident happened in June, and then that October,
Mhm.
I went to Kauai. They have
cool.
a retreat there every year, and so it's like changed now from Kauai or California,
Okay.
but they have a retreat for women amputees. And so that was like the first time I got exposed to a group of women amputees. Like somewhere, I think the youngest, because I think the cutoff is like 14, and then it goes up as like in age from there.
Right.
And so it was just a phenomenal week. So that's where we went surfing.
That's super
was
cool.
on Honolulu Bay.
Yep.
Or yeah,
Yep.
Honolulu Bay.
Yeah,
And
that's a super popular surf spot out there.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, so cool.
Yeah, that's insane. I saw that and I was like, whoa, we got to ask about that.
Yeah,
We-
did you ever bump into her?
No. I wish. I've like met like a lot of surfers, because the cool thing about surf, it's kind of like running, right? Like you'll see like, like Emma Coburn just like out running. It's kind of the same thing with surfers, right? It's not like they're only playing like in a soccer stadium, right? If it's a
Right.
professional soccer player or something. So yeah, but no, I've never met her, because I think she's only on Kauai and I never really spent any time over there.
Gotcha.
So,
Okay.
but yeah, she's super cool. That's a really cool thing just in general.
Yeah.
So-
No, it's amazing. It's still going on, and they've now like expanded it to not only a retreat for women, but a retreat for men. So her husband helps like integrate the men into that group, and I think she's there as well, but her husband kind of takes the reins for that
really?
group. And yeah, it's just been I went a couple years after that as well. And then
cool.
when college hit, I just couldn't. October's a hard time to travel and stuff. So
To go surf.
yeah, to go surf and be away for a week and go retreat. So yeah, haven't been in a while, but would love to go back as like a just someone to help and to be with the women. So
Totally. I mean, in
Yeah.
the post-collegiate world, usually like most of the track action happens and it's done by September. And
Yeah.
so post-collegiately, you totally could go.
yeah,
Do
I would love that. I would love that. So
That's so cool.
yeah, yeah.
That's awesome. Well, cool. So I guess because obviously Val knows you a lot better than me, but I think one thing for a lot of people that would be interested that are listening is so you went to Valor, then you went to High Point. Can you just tell us about how that all happened? Because switching from 3 schools,
Yeah.
that's a lot of changes, even in college when there's constantly changes,
Yeah,
no
for
matter
sure.
what.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So like the transition
Yeah,
process for
yeah.
all of those. So coming into High Point, it seems like a long time ago now, but I just was like really excited to go into college, like and experience running and learn as much as I could. And I just felt like for 3 years, I just kind of put my head down and was just like, okay, you tell me I need to do this workout, we're going to do that workout. And and just started to really learn like, okay, what am I capable of? Like what do these events look like? What events am I good at? Like it was just like a clean slate going into High Point. And then by like the end of my sophomore year into my junior year, I had a friend and she had come from an ACC school. And so she kind of started telling me all these stories about her time in the ACC, and I was like, oh my gosh, I had no idea like running could be that way. And she's like, oh yeah, like it could be that way. And not just because it was like flashy and blingy, but I knew that even being at High Point, you're still lining up with everyone else in the NCAA. You know what I mean? Even being at a small school. So I knew that High Point taught me a lot of like going to big SEC and then coming here to Colorado. There's so many different resources that they have that High Point doesn't have. And so you kind of like work to, you learn to grind with, it's not little, but it's just different resources, you know, and they can be like less resources altogether. But I just got to the end of my junior year and I was like, I just want to see where this can go, and looking for the master's programs as well. And then just kind of started clicking times away. And then I was like, I don't know if a transfer is possible, but went for it and was so grateful to connect with Carlson at Tennessee, and then made the jump to Tennessee. And my first year at Tennessee was just like, holy cow, like it was so fun. And I just enjoyed practice so much on the daily, and just a special year for the program in general, and loved Knoxville, really connected with so many friends within the team, outside of the team, campus ministry. Like it just really all seemed to be clicking. And I just was like constant, like eyes wide open, like, holy cow, I never knew like something like this existed. You tie in like SEC football and all these things, and you're like, what is going on? And so that was so fun. My second year at Tennessee was super challenging. It taught me a lot too with a coaching change. And then we found out that I had more eligibility and that the masters could be condensed in that time frame. And so it was hard to leave like the community that I had in Tennessee, but I knew that I would also come back to Colorado at some point in my life. With my family being here, I just didn't know it would be this soon. And so, made the second transfer. And I think going so far to High Point my first 3 years of college, I became very comfortable with like making new community.
Sure.
And being at a place where it's like, I know no one. I'm like ready to not rebuild community because I've done it now 3 times, and I'm really grateful to be here in Boulder and, you know, be building community with so many amazing people. And I don't really want to do that anytime soon again, but it taught me a lot. You know, got comfortable in that process. So
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, moving is brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah, moving
is.
can be tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, so how has everything been with like coming to see you? Has it like been exactly what you expected or like totally different?
Yeah, I think I didn't have like a lot of expectations coming in. I just knew that, as you know, to such a greater degree, and like we've exchanged stories about this too, is there's such deep-rooted history in Colorado. And I'm just really grateful, like coming from a High Point where you're like, where's High Point?
I'm sorry.
No, that's like such a valid response. Like, because I was like, also when I was looking at High Point, I was like, where's High Point? Where am I going? But then to be able to just be at a place like Colorado, I just feel really grateful in the process of growth and learning and opportunities to be here. And so I don't think like it's been, again, like not expectations not being fulfilled, but it's just I was excited to come here. Like everyone knows from Tennessee that I was just like really giddy to come back. And I just love Colorado in general, and being closer to family. Like there's a lot of factors that make sense for me to be here. And things like we obviously have plans for how things should go, and that's with our limited understanding. And so things haven't looked perfect since I've been here from like a training standpoint, but from a community building standpoint and like just feeling like I'm in a place where I want to establish roots, and then to be in a very actively competitive athletic environment is super fun. And that's something that I've never been exposed to. Like being here, I never came down to Boulder a ton. And so this is actually like all new to me being in Boulder, because I was like in a suburb in South Denver, so very different. But it's been great. Like I really have enjoyed my time so far, and I think the team's wonderful. It's great to be back with Carlson, and I think it's going to be a good year.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, that's one thing I was thinking about when you were saying that was it's crazy to think because so I'm born and raised in Boulder.
Okay.
So it's funny that you said I never really spent any time in Boulder because I spent like zero time in Denver. Because I was going to ask, did you ever want to move to Boulder like after college, or was that just totally circumstantial? You know, because I would have never been like, oh, I'm going to go move to Denver, you know, because coming from Boulder originally. Right. So anyways, I thought that was funny, but that we both kind of had that same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyways.
Yeah, it's funny because like I never looked at CU when I was coming out of high school. Like I never looked to come here at that stage in my life.
Right.
Because I was like, there's no way I could run here. And two, I just the school side, like just coming as a student, I was like, I don't think this is the school for me. But like it's crazy how things can change in time. So
I'm glad you came now.
I know. I don't think it obviously like I've been reminiscing on that too. Like I think I had to go through all the things that I did in order to prepare me for this time. So yeah. It's been good.
It's so cool.
Yeah, that's super cool.
Just kind of circling back a little bit, like I think that at least from what I've been able to see, obviously like you have a much longer relationship with Carlson than I do because you've known him for a longer period of time, but from what everything I've seen and heard is he does a really good job making sure that the workouts that you're doing are the best for you. Mm-hmm. And he does that for everybody. But I definitely think that you're a very unique case.
Yeah.
Because you're just so different from every other runner on the team.
Right.
And he does a really good job making sure that like you can still get maximum fitness, but you're not going to do things that are going to put you in a situation where you might be at risk of injury.
Right. Right. And I think that's why our first year at Tennessee was so successful. And why I'm excited about this year is because, I mean, like one of the very first conversations I had with Carlson, he was like, okay, I'm already thinking about doing this so we don't compromise just doing like long thresholds and on the track and then having like one side flare up, or like what do you do with weight training that keeps you healthy and like all those different things, which I really appreciated. And yeah, first year at Tennessee, we did do things that were best for me. And it was a trial and error process too. Some things we got right and some things we didn't get right. But I think we did a really good job of finding it at the end. which was awesome. And then for me to know like that knowledge going forward, and then to come here with that knowledge of being like, this is what works, this is what doesn't work. And he remembered that as well. And so it's just been kind of like, okay, we're back. Like we're back into training like we were training before, and then not pushing things like in the weight room, but then also being very in tune with what's optimal for myself and like my body, and making sure like we're not loading one side more than the other, or hurting things in between. So yeah, I think it's been great. That's definitely been something that I think has brought my fitness to another level without sacrificing like just the cookie cutter, you have to do this because the whole team's doing it, but doing it because it's best for my training, and I know my training's going to look different sometimes, so it's been good.
Staring at the wall in the treadmill room.
No. When we were doing our double today and I was staring at the wall, I was like, wow, I wonder how many hours I've stared at this wall.
Probably
the last couple of weeks, but we can stare at a black wall, Val. I
Oh,
think
yeah. You and me.
yeah, I think we're going to be set.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
It's honestly been so nice to, even just if we're both silent staring at a wall, just to
Yeah.
like have somebody.
oh, totally. I know.
It makes a huge difference.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It makes a huge difference. Just like a little bit of energy, like knowing someone's there, and you're already in kind of like a locked away room. So
Yeah.
in the corner
Yeah.
with a black wall. So you're like, yeah, this is nice to have someone.
And a lot of times it's just you and me in there.
Yeah.
Because like Hannah's just finishing up. So
Mhm.
she might be leaving. And then, yeah, it's just you and me.
Yeah.
But at least we have each other,
Yeah. Yeah.
which is huge.
yeah.
Because
Jesse
last
will-
year I was by myself a lot.
Okay. Well, I'm glad to be there.
And then earlier this season, you were by yourself a lot too.
Right.
And
yeah.
so to kind of have,
I know. It's
this
been
point.
nice.
Yeah.
I know. Well, I'm just, glad to be on the treadmills.
not on the bike anymore.
No more bike.
Ashley had the craziest cross training routine. It was wild. She
Really?
was telling me about it, and I was like, girl, how are you still a sane human being?
Wait, was this recently? Like,
Yeah.
okay. What was it? I have to know.
No, she hurt her soleus,
Yeah.
and so she had to be really careful. So
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, I was just like, okay, if we're coming back for cross, like we gotta go really hard in
Okay,
cross
yeah,
training.
that's fair.
So I was doing like significant workouts 2 days a week on the bike, and
Okay.
then we were cross training like 11 hours a week.
Wow.
And it was just on the bike, and I would go to the rec, and they have this room like in the basement of the rec.
Is that the one I've been to? The weight room? Oh, okay, different. Sorry.
no,
Sorry.
the CU student
Oh,
center.
okay.
Oh,
Got
yeah,
it,
the
got it,
student
got it.
center, yeah.
Got it.
And it was just in this basement, and I would find these bikes that were decent. It wasn't like the ones where you're sitting back or whatever. They were like actually
Yeah,
fine
real
cycle bikes.
not the recliners.
That would be so crazy. Can you imagine?
That's how Dean's gonna cross train. Hopefully, Dean doesn't listen to the podcast. Okay,
Yeah.
continue, Ashley.
Well, I would try to go as hard as I can for as long as I could. And I forget what I told you exactly, but yeah, it was just like wild to be cross training. I was cross training fully for like a month and a half, maybe more than that. I would have to check like the training log, but yeah, I mean,
And the aqua jog you told me about.
oh, the aqua jog. Yeah, we were exchanging stories. So before the bike, I couldn't like get on the bike enough. Like I couldn't put any weight on my soleus. So I was aqua jogging, and I couldn't get my heart rate up high enough. And
Right.
so I got like a bungee. I learned this at Tennessee, but I
Okay.
just like hate aqua jogging. So I also
Find me a runner that loves aqua jogging.
Yeah.
When they're injured, that'd be crazy.
yeah, true. I hate cross training in general. Oh
Me
my
too.
gosh. When
That's the worst.
when they told me you're going to be cross training for a significant amount of time, I was like, oh no, this might not go over well. But I got a bungee tether. And
Okay.
I like put it around the lane lines,
Okay.
and then I attached it onto my flotation belt
Okay.
so that I had resistance the whole time I was aqua jogging.
Holy crap.
And that's the only way I found I could get my heart rate up.
So she's just going against a bungee.
Oh my gosh.
Were you going in one place, or is it like still back and forth? Like,
No. You're just like you have a little bit of tether because of the bungee.
Okay.
So you're like going kind of like
you're
but-
bobbing a little bit.
you're bobbing a little bit, but you're in one place
Okay.
for
Just going as hard as you can.
yeah.
Pumping your legs.
Yeah. It was the funniest thing. One day I was in the indoor pool, not in the buff pool, but I was in the indoor pool, and it was, I forget what off day it was, but it was an off day. And so all the frat guys were on the diving boards
Oh no.
in the other pool.
Yeah.
And so I'm just like bobbing up and down, like aqua jogging, like sweating.
Yeah.
And they're on the diving boards, and then the oh my gosh, what did the people called that? The lifeguards, sorry. The lifeguards come over, and I'm like, surely they're gonna tell them to like stop, because there's just this like, massive group coming, like jumping off the diving boards, doing flips and different tricks and stuff like that. No, they like grab one of those microphones, and they're like 10, like so they're rating all the guys. So I was like, there's no way this is happening right now. Like, I'm just aqua jogging, and they're just having a day, but I guess it helped the time go by.
Yeah. Like,
I was like, oh, yeah.
did anyone have good form, or was it all?
Oh, I mean, I wasn't really paying attention.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, but that was funny. So,
Gosh. 11 hours of cross training. That's a
Yeah.
lot. Like, I think I run maybe 8 or 9 hours a week.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's a lot,
yeah.
you know, with doubles, and every time I'm running for an hour.
Right.
But you were saying that you were doing 2-hour-long bike rides.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, we would do 2 hour, I mean, with the workout that we do, it accumulate to 2 hours. And then, yeah, I mean, we were just trying to do what we could do to be in the spot that we are now. So, I mean, I was hoping that it would build like aerobic, like base to be able to work off of it,
I think it
to
did.
get off the bike and go on the treadmills and not be like really having to gain a lot of ground. So,
I mean, you're pretty fit. We've done some workouts together, and you've definitely kicked my butt in these tempos. So I think
No.
it worked.
no, the actual real is to the pod is that Val is kicking my butt in the VO2.
No, one. We've only done one.
I know, and you're pushing me. If you're the miles that we have on the track coming up, TBD.
Oh yeah, I'm
Yeah.
actually so excited.
Yeah.
But I was telling Ashley about this story. Kyle, I don't know if you've heard this story before, but one of my first like VO2 max sessions that I did with Carlson last year was like 5 by K on the indoor track. And a lot of times, like when I do my first really hard session, it's really hard. And I was finishing up the session, and I was like throwing up in a trash can. And Carlson was like testing my blood lactate while I'm throwing up in a trash can.
Well, I've heard this one.
So hopefully that doesn't happen when we do our miles. Hopefully
True,
those
true.
Ks that we did were enough to kind of bust the rust. So I
Yeah.
don't have to do that.
Yeah, no, I agree. If I'm throwing up, I've told you, I don't like throw up, so
Oh no, I'll hide it. When we work out together.
still take my lactic. Maybe. That's crazy. I mean, he would do that
I was like, can't you just let me like have this moment
for the metrics.
to just be gross and sad
Yeah.
and not test my blood right now?
Yeah, that's a crazy story. Yeah.
He would though.
Not gonna happen. He's always gonna, test.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting. So our cat's like off screen. I'm just waiting for him to bite a cord and like break something.
He does that sometimes.
Yeah.
He looks like he wants to get onto your desk. He's looking at it.
Anyways, so another thing we were talking about beforehand that we thought was like really interesting is I feel like you went to school. So like obviously, so what year was your first year of college?
So I graduated in 2020.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we both graduated in 2019.
Okay.
So I feel like you came into college right at the end of where there's been so many changes. For example, when we were in school, no one got sponsored in high
Right.
school. Even if you were Edward Cheserick and you're the best runner, everyone knew he was going to get a sponsorship, but he didn't have one. So you kind of saw that too, right? Like you grew into that, and then you got this NIL sponsorship with On. You're even saying like you started at High Point and you never thought you'd maybe run at a school like CU. Like, I don't know how for you, like coming from just starting school and, maybe going to a school that wasn't maybe a school that people would recognize as a great running school to then
Yeah.
getting an NIL sponsorship. I guess what is that like, did you ever think that, you'd be in a position to get like an NIL sponsorship? And then like, even I feel like when you started school, was anyone getting NILs in 2020? I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so. Like
Yeah.
not in 2020. I'm trying to remember like what year they really exploded. Maybe like 2022, 2023.
Yeah.
Like they started really coming down the pipeline. But to answer your question, no. That's why it's been like so wild for me to go on this journey like over the last couple of years and to be where I'm at. Just because like I never really I didn't have a plan like, okay, I'm gonna go to college, and then after a couple years I'm gonna transfer, and then after a couple years I'm gonna transfer again, and then like I had none of these goals as far as like really even knowing like what the running world looked like. And so that's why it's just been an amazing process for me to just be like, yeah, the posture that I've had through a lot of this is just like put your head down and work, and then posture yourself in like prayer and discernment, and then see what the Lord has planned. And that's what's been so cool for me, is because it's just been like exceedingly more than I could have ever imagined. And so that's why I just feel very humbled, like even in this new season of life and the NIL deal with like I definitely had a time, and like it still comes and goes, where it's like, what? Like, why would they?
Crazy.
Yeah. And so, just feel very humbled in the face of a lot of it. So
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, one thing, and I feel like you and Val are probably pretty similar in this way. So when I was in college, I was like, super stressed. Like, oh, I got to do all this stuff. And I feel like sometimes when people are like, hey, I'm just going to go work hard and see what happens. Like Val knows nothing about most running things. She just kind of lives in her own bubble. And I feel like I've seen that like a pretty common thing. There's a lot of really, really successful athletes that they weren't super stressed. They were just doing it because they really liked it, and they didn't let other stuff come in and factor it. And then just like, they just saw these like huge steps of progression. I think that's, I don't know if there's something there, but I feel like I've noticed that quite a lot. Val's a huge example of that, and it sounds like you have a very similar situation, so that's really cool. Yeah,
I would love to get your take on this too, because I think like being naive is like actually a huge factor in just being like, yeah, I'm just gonna go out and run my race and see what happens.
Definitely. I mean, I think that it's when you start to put pressure on yourself, or when you have expectations, you're like, oh, I think I should be going through the 2K at this time.
Right.
Or you start overthinking things. I think you can easily get in your head. Or if you're just happy to be there, and you're like, oh, wow, this is going well. I couldn't believe that I would do this. Or when someone's like, do you know what your last split was? You're like, no. Like, I feel like that's good, because then you're just doing it to try to find joy.
Yes.
And I feel like that's really important. And
yeah,
it's been really fun to like work out with you, especially because I feel like you definitely bring a lot of joy to working out. And so it's really easy for me to just be relaxed and also have joy in the process.
Yeah.
Be like, wow, that was hard, but we did it.
I know. Well, I totally agree. Like, that's why I told Kate, and I'm like, I love working out with Val, because like, obviously you just know what you have to do, and like you're dialed in. And so it's not like having to be like, okay guys, let's do this or let's not do that. And we're both like ready, and we have all the things that we need. We have like our gels, we have our bottles. Like,
I always forget my band.
oh,
So Ashley has
the activation band. I'm like, Val, do you need a band?
I am so bad. You're so much better at this than me, but like, I've only started doing like pre-run, post-run stuff this year.
Oh,
like
really?
before that, it was like, you just go to the track, do a couple strides, and then slam the workout. There was no like A skips or B skips or like band work. It was just like, all right, 20-minute warm-up. Let's go slam this workout.
Oh my gosh, that's actually crazy.
I know, it's really bad.
Yeah. Well, I've been conditioned under like Carlson, where it's a lot of activation stuff, and then programs do it differently, whether it's like the band or the rope stretches before, rope stretches after. I've done that too. So yeah,
It's been good though.
yeah, I think it's been great.
because I think that it's been helping, because I've dealt with a lot of injuries too. And so I think that probably part of that is because I wasn't really like doing all the things that I probably could have been doing. But that's kind of adding to the being a naive. It's just like, I didn't know what I needed to do. No one told me.
Yeah.
Like Ashley's the leader. Like we show up to practice and I'm like, all right, what's next, Ashley? And she's like, okay, C skips. All right, let's do it. Or like she started ahead of me at one point in time because I had to go to the bathroom. And I was like, Ashley, what's next? And she was like, the leg, like the knee to chest. And I was like, oh, right. You remember.
That's awesome.
I genuinely like don't know what to do.
Yeah.
So I'm like following your lead, which has been really fun.
Yeah, it's been so fun. Well, I mean, you're going to stay healthy and it's just going to be an amazing season. So I'm really excited for you.
For both of us.
I
We're
know.
gonna crush it.
I know. We can cheer each other on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was actually thinking, Ashley was mentioning that she, like, if she decides, like, after NCAAs, if she wants to, like, keep training for Boston, you would do the 5K potentially at Boston. And I was just thinking about that because, like, I would probably do that too, or maybe a 3K.
Yeah.
But I don't like 200-meter tracks.
Yeah.
I'm sure you don't either. And it kind of makes me sad that, like, the Dempsey at UW, like, University of Washington, the oversized 300-meter track, it kind of makes me sad that, like, they don't have a meet as competitive as Boston.
Oh, like early on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I feel like we used to go there a lot when we were in the Pac-12 because obviously Washington's in the Pac-12. And so they would always host like whatever the conference indoor meet.
Yeah.
And it was always so nice to run on that track because it's 309 meters.
Oh, okay.
So it's huge.
Yeah.
And it's flat. And so it definitely didn't tear me up as much as doing these like 200-meter banked indoor tracks.
Yeah.
Where you finish the race and you're like, oh my gosh, my right leg is 4 inches shorter than my left leg.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. Yeah.
It's horrible.
Yeah. I haven't raced on the UW track yet, actually.
You might never.
You're probably not.
I don't feel like they host many competitive meets like they used to anymore. They used to be way more popular, and I think because they've had new coaches, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the new coaches are a little less excited about just like, because UW used to have meets every single weekend.
Oh,
kind of
really?
like Boston.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And, but they kind of stopped doing that. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I miss it because it's an easier travel.
Yeah.
Because it's only like a 2-hour flight instead of a 4-hour flight or whatever.
Yeah.
And the weather's usually better. Seattle's a lot warmer than Boston in December.
Boston, December. It's so magical in Boston.
It's true.
So
I know.
I do love that.
The atmosphere.
Yeah. I was talking about it with a friend today, and yeah, Boston in January and December. And everyone dresses so nice there.
I know, it's crazy.
Like trench coats and like the whole sweater, scarf vibe. I actually love it.
Colorado people don't dress up.
No, they don't.
That was probably kind of cool, like to go to an SEC school where people get dolled up.
Oh, well, that was a huge like realization for me going to the football game the other day. I was like, what? Like I felt underdressed. And then I was like, I don't think anyone's dressed up for these games. But Tennessee, you like dressed up. In the SEC, or you talk to people that go to Ole Miss or whatever, you're planning your outfits like days in advance.
Oh yeah, it's a big deal.
I think the team was different. Like the cross country girls would maybe do like a day.
Yeah.
And then talk about it in the morning, be like, what are you wearing? But no one dresses up here.
No. It's so funny because even if you go like to a nice restaurant on Pearl Street, like people will be wearing literally like what I'm wearing, like a homeless person outfit, like leggings and an oversized t-shirt to like eat $100 worth of food at a restaurant. It's like, oh my gosh.
Boulder eating scene getting to like $100 doesn't take a lot either. So.
I know. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, I was eating at like Scratch Labs the other day and my bill was like $50. I was like, oh no.
I've heard really good things about Scratch Labs.
Oh yeah, it's great. I got a bowl and a matcha though, so that's what I
A
probably
bowl and a matcha was $50.
Yeah, and tip.
Okay, that's expensive though for one person.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
But it's like a very high quality. Don't they like source the ingredients
I think so. I mean, it's very, I think it's very conscious of like a lot of things. But I like their bowl. That's why I go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Kyle and I really only go to like a handful of places. This
We're
was
super
actually the
lazy.
joke, like when Carlson first came, because Carlson's kind of into trying like all the different foods, especially for recruits, like to bring
Okay,
recruits
yeah.
to the nice
Yeah.
restaurants. He was like, "Wow, what do you think of this restaurant?" I'd be like, "What?"
You're like, I have no
He'd be like,
idea.
"It's on Pearl Street or whatever," and I'd be
Yeah.
like, "I've literally never been there." And he'd be like, "Okay, how about this one?" And I'm
Yeah, it's the same thing. Like people will come into town for work stuff and they'll be like, "Where should we go in Boulder?" And I'm like, or not even, well, Boulder or Denver, because people will even assume, "Oh, you're from Boulder." All right, buddy.
You're going crazy again.
You would definitely know places in Denver, and I'm like, you have no idea. Stop. I'm getting attacked by a cat. Yeah, I like, yeah, we should go out to more places and like try new stuff, but
We just don't.
we're like very lazy because we're like, oh, well, we could mix it up, or we could go to Illegal Pete's where we know it's gonna bang. All right, dude, where are you going?
I was gonna say, what are the go-tos?
We go to Illegal Pete's like twice a week,
Okay.
usually.
That's a sandwich shop?
It's a burrito bowl place.
Oh, burrito bowl. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so it's like Chipotle, but better,
Yeah.
I think.
It's better.
Yeah, they have like more stuff, which is good, and it's local, obviously, and it's pretty cheap too. Like I get a burrito bowl, it's like $13,
Oh, that's great.
which is really great, and it's a lot of food
Yeah.
too. So that's a good spot. Where else do we go? We go to Noodles and Company. I know
Yeah.
that's like a chain, so it's not like it's super
Yeah.
unique.
No, we should go to more places. We're pretty lame.
We like to go to Bar Taco.
Oh,
that's
no,
like
that's
our,
a
like-
great on Pearl.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
date night. We go
Yeah.
to Bar Taco.
Actually, the last time we went to Bar Taco, there was like a crazy homeless person that like ran in and
And threw a chair at the
yeah, like the hostess. It was actually insane.
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, crazy.
The couple that we were with, we were like still enjoying like chatting and having a drink, but then we were like, okay, time to get out of here. So we had to like leave abruptly.
Holy cow, that's kind of wild.
It was so
But besides that, Bar Taco rips.
yeah. That was yeah.
Besides that one occasion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bar taco's the best.
Yeah, crazy. Okay, I do have a non. Well, actually, I have a one more running related question.
Okay.
So, do you have a full year left of eligibility?
I have, so we're getting to the end of cross country season.
Right.
I have eligibility for this cross country season. I don't have eligibility for indoor track, but I do have eligibility for outdoor track.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
that'll be really
That's
great.
the best way. If you were gonna miss one of them, indoors the one. Well, in my personal opinion, I guess.
You could wear the on kit for indoors.
Hopefully.
That's so cool, actually.
That's actually so sick.
That's
Yeah.
so
That's
sick
so sick.
that you get to like wear it
I know.
now.
I know. I haven't worn it yet because I haven't had an unattached race.
Right.
So I'm actually really excited.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
And if you decide to do US Cross,
Mhm.
you could potentially wear the on kit for that as well. Which
Yeah.
would be really cool.
I know. 8K or 10K.
I know. We don't know if it's 10K or 8K.
You're asking the wrong person. I have no idea.
Like, you know, Shirley.
Yeah, you guys are both looking at me like, what is it? Like, I have no idea. I would guess. Okay, my guess is that it would be 10K. It would be weird for women to run 8K because it's already a weird distance for men, right?
I legitimately have no idea.
Internationally, it's got to be 10K. I would think.
That's wild. Have they had a 10K cross?
Apparently
I'll
they
look
did
it
it
up.
last year.
Oh,
That's what Abby Nichols was saying because Abby Nichols ran on the US cross team, I think
Okay.
last year with Allie Ostrander, and I think it was a 10K. That's what Abby was telling me.
Okay.
So I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, you're looking it up. Okay,
I'm
perfect.
looking it up. We might as well look it up. Okay, but while I'm looking it up, so this year of cross, last year of cross, and then one more year of or one more season of outdoor track. Do you have any like
Yeah.
big goals? Obviously, I know like with the soleus injury this year hasn't been perfect, but it sounds like based on what Val's saying, you're super fit. So this year sounds like it could still be really awesome. But yeah, I guess do you have any like big goals coming up for cross and then outdoor track?
Yeah, I think the biggest goal for nationals is to just get there healthy and to my biggest goal is just to run my race and to see really where the fitness is and to build like confidence going into indoors or USA's. And I'm just really excited for nationals. Like I think it's going to be a great race and yeah, it's crazy like jumping in right away, but might as well rip the Band-Aid off. So yeah, that's my goal for nationals indoors. I think the biggest goal with the soleus too is just to stay healthy and to continue to accumulate fitness. And so whether that's indoors like a couple meets or not as many, but taking some time and just like getting back to training, I think that's what I'm kind of envisioning right now. And then for outdoors, I mean, I would love to just get back to like 5K. I haven't ran a 5K PB in 2 years. My outdoor season last year, I wasn't running for Tennessee, so I was just like training, and that was when I was in the process of transferring. And then the year before that, I didn't get to the end of outdoors like healthy. And so that would be the biggest goal, is to just like have a great 10, whether that's like Stanford or Raleigh, and then have an awesome 5. Where are we going for the 5? Raleigh?
Probably, well, I don't know, you might do the 10K at Raleigh.
Okay.
And then for the 5, probably Mount Sac or Brian Clay
Okay,
for
yeah,
a
yeah.
5.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, I think as far as like specific goals, not necessarily. I think it's like I qualified for regionals for both the 5 and 10, and then we decided to not race either of those races because I was hurt. And so I just like want to piece these final like puzzle pieces together and seeing the possibilities of these things. And it's like, I was so stoked that I got to regionals at that time. And now it's like, okay, get to regionals, like compete well and see where that goes and all that stuff. So that's kind of where my mind's at. And it's not like I don't want to be super competitive. I just also want to be in tune with just, stacking good training and not getting so caught up in all the numbers. Cause I think when I did that, I didn't have like a really great mindset. And like we talk about with joy, like it's such a great factor. And when that's the foundation and you're just enjoying the process, it's significantly different than when you're not. So
Yeah. I agree.
yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. All right. I did look it up. What's your guys' final guess?
10.
Oh, I'll go 8 just to.
Okay. It's 10K.
Okay, Val.
My first 10K.
Yay.
Good thing we've been doing long
I know, I was
sessions.
gonna say. These 6 miles, the double T.
I know. Now I'm going to think, okay, well, if we're only doing 4 by mile,
Yeah.
maybe I need to do a 6 by mile.
Oh, for VO2.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. We'll have to ask him.
Yeah.
He's the boss.
He is the boss.
Yeah, and then it's 6 per team. So I would assume it's just top 6. Yeah. Although the crazy thing is for the under 20 like women and men, it's like they also take like I read something where it was like the top athletes from like Nike Cross or something. So it's like a combo of yeah. But anyways, you guys
So like high schoolers and U20s.
I think so. Yeah. Yeah.
That's kind of cool though, because certainly like some of these high school runners probably could be in that U20 team if it was a combined race.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's pretty fair.
So they're running NXN, U20s, and both
Men's and
races for
women's.
men and women's. Wow.
It's going to be a muddy course. Because you raced there.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking about this the other day because it would be like a crazy full circle moment
Totally.
of my senior year in high school where I still was like, what's going on? And I think I was our 5th or 7th runner, like on the team. And it was just like wild to go to the headquarters and all that stuff, but going to that course, it was so muddy and so fun. And so to be like, have that be my 6th year here and to race that would be pretty cool.
That'd be sweet. I think you should come just so I can have a buddy. I mean, I know like Anna's going to be there and I think maybe some of the other men might try to do it too, but it would be really cool. Selfishly, I would love it if you came.
Yeah, I would love to come either way. So I'll convince Carlson or just like, I'd love to go to Portland and just spend a couple days there. So
hang out.
Yeah.
I think On has a headquarters in Portland actually.
They do.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So you could go make it a business trip.
every like major shoe company has to have like it's Adidas, Nike, On.
Yeah.
Everyone has headquarters up there. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I think there might be some other ones, but I don't want to say it for sure. I know those three for sure though.
Yeah.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
three for sure.
Makes sense.
Awesome. Well, the other question I had is like, is your plan, so like you're in Boulder now, which is obviously an incredible place to continue running, whether you're at CU or not, is because like for some context, the only reason I say this is Val was like, oh, I'm definitely continuing running after college. And
Yeah.
for me, I was like, there's no way.
I was ready to be done.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you want to
Makes sense.
keep going, or well, yeah, what are you thinking? Like, what's your ideal? You're gonna, I mean, and again, if you don't have answers, I understand because I didn't know anything like when I was graduating. But yeah, are you thinking you'll stay like in Boulder and continue running, or?
I think right now where my head's at is like it's been where I'm at is very much like the process of the last 5 years for me. It's like, okay, if I'm like, I'm going to do this and that's going to be the plan, it's usually not that way.
Okay.
And so I just want to have a good year and then figure out what that looks like. I would love to stay competing, stay here in Boulder. If something calls me elsewhere, like I don't really want to move, but you know, life's funny and all different new experiences. But if I could stay here, especially like with my family being so close, that's been a huge gift. So as far as post college, we're just gonna have to see. I'm really excited to just keep working hard and figuring out exactly what that looks like. So yeah, I know that's like a really abstract answer, but
I
feel
think that's
like-
a very mature answer.
Yeah.
To be honest.
It is a very mature answer.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, because like the reality is you have no idea where life's going to pull you. Like if someone told me like what I was doing in the couple years after college that I was doing, I'd have been like, no, I don't think so. So yeah, I think those are some of the most like variable, like crazy years that you have. So just like kind of keeping an open mind and just doing whatever makes you happy or whatever you're interested in. And yeah, I think that's,
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, I think that's a really good way to do it.
Yeah, I just know there's going to be a lot of clarity within the next like 7 months. So really leaning into whatever that might be.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So
What do you got, Valerie? I've been asking a lot of questions over here. I can ask more.
My brain is really mushy because I've run 18 miles today and I did 9 K and pretty much got off the treadmill, slammed some food, and then tried to prepare for this interview. So my brain's a little squishy right now. Kyle can keep hammering away the
Well,
questions.
that was a funny thing because Val was like, I have double T, but we're going to do this. And I was like, are you sure? You want to do that on a double T day? And she was like, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, it's good. I wouldn't have that level of motivation. But anyways, okay. So, all right, besides running, we've talked a lot about running. What do you do when you're not running? Like, what do you love to do when you're like not running?
Yeah, let's see. I love to hang out with friends. I love to bake. I love to cook. I love like going on adventures like over the weekends, whether that's like to the mountains now, which is really nice with it being so close. So I got a park pass to the national parks.
Nice.
I haven't used it as much as I have needed to use it, my money's worth, but been up to Estes and that's been really fun. And I'm still in school, so I have to remind myself that.
Yeah.
So I do have to do school. and then I'm trying to think what else. I like to write and just like some creative outlets in that way of writing, or I just like to read too. So like I've ordered a lot of new books, and so it's just that's like very a peaceful thing for me to do. So
She's a nonfiction girly, so
I
she's.
know we had this conversation.
Okay.
Yeah, we can do a little book exchange.
I'm a big fiction girl, but I have some nonfiction books. They're up there, but I have a lot of fiction because Ashley's smarter than me, so she.
No, it's not true. It's I don't know. I just can't get on the fiction grind, but
That's fair. It's hard for me to get on the nonfiction grind, so.
Yeah.
Is it like any specific like topic or just all things like nonfiction?
It's mostly like there's like 3 distinct categories because I have 3 bookshelves. This is what I was telling you about. So like the top is sports psychology books.
Okay.
And then my third shelf is like all of my journals.
Okay.
So like writing journals. And then I guess it's 3 genres. Then my third bookshelf is spirituality and lots of books on Christianity, science and Christianity, like multiple different topics interweaving, and different devotionals. And then my bottom shelf is like, I don't know what category you want to put, like, it's not self-help, it's more like it's just different things like leadership, communication, learning about those like various topics of like Maxwell for leadership, or different. Yeah, I just finished a communication book, so that's the only one I have on the top of my head. But yeah.
That's awesome.
Kyle bought a lot of leadership books.
Yeah.
No,
Yes.
Val, this is like Val's favorite thing to make fun of me about. So no, so like I've like been in sales my whole career.
Okay.
And like salespeople love like sales books.
True.
So like a lot of people recommend you sales books. So anyways, like I've bought a lot of sales books, but I haven't finished many of those sales books because I have a hard time getting through all of them.
Yeah. No,
So-
it's true.
So Val likes to make fun of me how I buy these like boring ass books and then don't finish them.
Well, because at first I was like, oh, wow, Kyle's getting all these books. Like, maybe I should read some of them. And then it's like 21 sales strategies.
No, that is not how it
I
is.
can't read this. It's too boring.
Yeah, no, they're probably thick too. Like those are not little reads.
Yeah. Some of them
dense.
are pretty brutal.
And I obviously don't know anything about sales, so
Yeah.
right over my head.
It's hard to start multiple books and then be motivated to finish one.
Yeah.
So, I get it.
I wasn't starting multiple. I was starting one and then not finishing one.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you have to set aside time to read.
yeah, totally. That's what we
Yeah.
were talking about too. Is like I haven't been very good about that. But once you get like into a good book, you want to like keep going. But
Yeah.
I just haven't put aside the time to actually do that. So that's on me.
I find it's helpful if you just bring it where you go.
Yeah.
So you don't, when you're at like an appointment or whatever, or you're sitting in your car, just pull out and read a couple pages. And then
Yeah.
and it's like crazy how much you actually have time to read.
Oh, well, that's the
Whereas, like,
thing.
we just pull out our phones and just do
That's
it.
literally what I was just about to say. Just imagine if you just like remove your phone.
Yeah,
You'd want to replace that with something like reading would actually be like a great substitute for that.
for sure.
Yeah.
That's what they did in the olden days before smartphones.
Yeah.
The olden days.
Yeah. No, they carry around a book,
Yeah.
journal, draw. Yeah, I'm not as like creative in the drawing aspect of things,
Okay.
but my sister definitely is. But I'm not really trying to get better at that.
Too many things on your plate.
Too many things. Yeah. So
Yeah, there's only so many hours in the day.
correct.
Yeah, you definitely, I mean, totally. And it just gets busier.
Yeah.
It doesn't really like, I haven't experienced the point where things start slowing down yet. I hope that happens.
Yeah.
Everything just gets busier and busier. So,
True.
but okay, I actually have a question, and Val might hate me for this question. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. But one thing that I've always been super interested in, it was kind of the same thing with like the NIL stuff where you started college, NIL wasn't really a thing, and then now NILs are like everywhere.
Yeah.
But the other thing, so like AI has been like crazy.
Yeah.
And I like can't even imagine going to school with like
Oh, with
all this AI stuff. But like when you started school, AI wasn't really like a thing.
Definitely not.
Yeah. So that's got to be like, because anyways, I don't know. I've just always wanted to ask someone that's still in school, like how they went from you have to do everything yourself.
Yeah.
Well, you could not do everything yourself. Or like
Not
you
doing
could,
anything.
yeah, you could have a lot of help. So
Yeah.
anyways, yeah, what's that been like?
I mean, it's crazy because you have all the AI tools and you can't really imagine life how it was before now.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, I'm not generating ideas, or like, because originally I was like, no, I can't touch chat. Like, I don't know what chat is. I don't know how to use it, like all those things. But then actually in my first master's for sports psych, they're like, if you're not using AI tools, you're actually putting yourself behind.
Mm-hmm.
Because as a consultant, you have to be good at being like distinguishing yourself from an AI generated consultant or like whatever that might be. And so to also optimize your business and different communication styles and stuff like that, like you need to be in tune with AI.
Yep.
And so I had a professor that was like, if you're not, you're actually like way behind.
Mhm.
So I was like, oh no, I need to figure out what this is. That was last year. And I feel like things changed like significantly the last 2 years
Yeah.
with different tools that people are using. And yeah.
Do you ever find it hard to like be motivated to like, I mean, you're probably not a good because you guys are like so motivated generally. But like for me, I was always like a procrastinator to the last minute. I did get good grades. Yeah, I just feel like if I had AI, I would be like, yes, we'll just do this like last minute. Yeah. Do you have any issues with that, or is it just like,
Well, there's still some things that you just can't use chat for, or
Okay.
maybe I like, just things that it can't solve, or I don't know how to
right? Yeah.
solve it. So that's where I'm at, where I still feel like there's things that you can't use chat for everything. But I could be wrong. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe there's other things that you can.
Yeah.
I know there's like things where you can like take a picture of something and like insert it, but I don't know.
Yeah. No, it's crazy.
Me neither. I don't know how that works.
Yeah. In the corporate world, it's everywhere. I use it like every day, all day, basically for all sorts of stuff. I still have to do like a lot of actual work for
Yeah.
sure because I'm like mostly taking like calls with businesses, but yeah, it is crazy. Because like in college, what I did, I double majored in marketing and then economics.
Okay.
So like economics is all like theory writing,
Yeah.
which was really good. Like I really liked it because you had to think a lot. But
Right.
now I think like, oh my God, I would have never survived with like
Yeah.
like with the temp, because you could just type in any of that stuff into like ChatGPT and it would have spit out something way better than
Yeah.
probably the stupid stuff I thought of.
Oh, Kyle. But at least you were learning.
Yeah, no, that's my point. That's what I literally think I would be like. I think it would be much harder for me to learn nowadays
Yeah.
because of knowing that sort of stuff. Anyways,
Yeah. I like the tangent.
yeah, sorry.
No.
AI.
The AI tangent.
It's
Yeah.
definitely something that Kyle thinks about a lot. Which I think we should all be aware of what's going on and like the
For sure.
capability and the direction that it's going. But Kyle definitely likes to talk about it.
Yeah. No, I mean, if it's so prevalent in your work, then you
Yeah.
have to.
Yeah.
And in school, same thing. Like, yeah, I don't remember what it was like without chat.
It's so
and
crazy.
different AI things,
It's
but
so crazy.
yeah, it's definitely the new wave.
Yep.
That's just not leaving too. So it's not like, and the detection of it is also really hard.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Are
yeah.
people getting in trouble a lot? Like, can they actually like reliably detect anything on like papers? Because I imagine like most people are like doing something with it.
I have no idea.
Oh, really? Okay.
I mean, I think like
it's okay.
my little brother got caught.
Oh, really?
But,
Oh, shoot.
you know, you live and learn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like
that was funny.
kids are always testing the boundaries, though.
Yeah.
And it's just part of growing up.
Well, it's crazy too because he's a junior in high school, so
Mhm.
we didn't have that when we were a junior. Very different.
Oh, yeah. Very
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
Honestly, I was thinking about it, and I studied engineering in college, and
Okay.
so it was like a lot of math, and the teachers weren't always super psyched about teaching. They were psyched about their research.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And so they didn't always necessarily do the best job teaching the subjects.
Yeah.
And so then it kind of was up to you to like read the textbooks, hire a tutor, all of these things if you wanted to pass the class, go to office
Yeah.
hours.
Yeah.
And I feel like for me, it would have been really nice to have AI because I could have saved money
Yeah.
on tutors. And if I was really struggling with something, like maybe the AI could have taught me in a
Right.
more productive way than the teacher or the textbook. And so I think it could have been super helpful in those situations.
Oh yeah. No, I completely agree. Yeah, giving you just more resources
Yeah.
than you having to go to office hours and then find extra time here and there to have a practice test or whatever. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, we live in a crazy world. I had like a leak in my crawl space, and I was using like AI to help me fix everything.
yeah.
Yeah, we live in a crazy time.
Solve the problems. Yeah.
Yep. All right. So I don't know, Val, did you have anything?
No.
Okay. Well, so we talked about it. I guess I'm taking the reins here. But we talked about it before. We could do like a rapid fire questions of just like give you some questions and quick answers.
Yeah.
If you want to do that.
Yeah.
Okay. All
Sounds
right, let's
great.
do it. All right. This one, all right, I'll come back to some maybe harder ones, but this
Okay.
is one that Val really liked. What's a running ick that immediately gives you secondhand
Talking
embarrassment?
about this today. I feel like I've been the running icks. With just like asking like what's going on, like asking questions for certain things, but I'm trying to think of something. I think when people just forget things, you're like, how do you forget that? Like there's very minimal things that you need to run. How do you forget, like what you need right now?
Like
Mhm.
when one of the boys forgot shorts to practice.
What?
Wait, you weren't there. It was me and Abby. I was like, dude, you're a man. You don't
Yeah.
even need like a top. You
Yeah.
just need a pair of shoes and shorts.
That's what I'm saying is like there's not much that you need to go run.
I know.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
It's one of the most simple sports there are.
Yeah.
All right, what's a total normal running habit that would look insane to non-runners?
That I have.
Yeah.
That would look insane to non-runners.
Val came up with these, by the way. So-
What was your answer? Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, like or just I just go in the woods.
Emergency bathroom
Yeah.
breaks in the woods.
Yeah,
So I'd be like, what is wrong with you?
yeah,
One time I was running and I like had an emergency situation and I just ran to like the closest porta potty.
yeah.
And then when I came out, the construction workers all were giving me an applause.
What?
And I ran away as fast as possible.
When
I
was this?
mortified. This was back in the winter or the fall of 2019 when we were house sitting for your parents.
Oh, really?
Because we were like out of our own house, out of
yeah.
our routine. And I was like running like towards the creek path.
Yep.
And I just had an emergency situation.
Yeah.
It was so embarrassing.
Wait, why were they applauding?
Because I don't know, maybe they were mad that I was using their porta potty or something.
No way. Oh.
It was so passive aggressive.
Yeah, no, I've even considered like running through a neighborhood if things got really bad, like knocking on someone's door.
Yeah.
I haven't done that, but
Be like, I need to.
Oh, yeah. No, like that's one of my high school buddies just like went to the bathroom in someone's front yard. So that's definitely better to
oh my
ask.
gosh, yeah.
You know who it is too.
High school buddy, I think I know who it
Yeah.
is. Oh, no. That's fat.
Yeah, that's
It was like 3 doors down from his own house too. He couldn't make it.
Jeez.
Sometimes there are emergency situations.
There are, and they can come out of nowhere too.
They can.
Oh, it's so funny.
I wish the bathrooms were closer
Yeah.
to the treadmills in the.
Oh, yeah, sprinting across the turf fields. Yeah.
It's a workout in itself.
I know, and you're like, oh my gosh, my rest is only a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I wish there was like one right outside. That would be so nice.
I really would.
Yeah.
All right. Well, some of these I feel like are hard. I could give you them. If your running career had a movie title, what would it be called?
Okay.
I think that's a good question, but I feel like that's really hard. I don't know what mine would be. Sadness. I'm kidding. 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 I had a lot of injuries in college,
Dang.
and it's part of it.
Movie title for like I feel like it would be like what do you Val, what do you think yours would be?
I don't know. Probably something corny. Like,
I feel like it's impossible not to be corny.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mine would be like the ups and downs of Valerie Constein.
Yeah.
Just boring, but.
Yeah, I feel like kind of like the like butterfly, like caterpillar into a butterfly sort of vibe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's cool.
that would be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. What's that process even called?
Orifices?
Yeah.
Although
I don't
there's-
know. It's
What it's called.
no, I don't know.
But
For a movie title, yeah, that might be tough.
It's horror movies.
no horror movies. Yeah. So maybe that.
All right, fair enough.
Orifices.
Well, that's what we'll call this episode of Metamorphosis.
People be like, "Oh my goodness, what is this about?" Yeah.
All right, I don't know. Some of these are kind of meh.
Thanks, Kyle.
Sorry.
Said I wrote things.
Val. Okay, well, one thing. So I'm sure, has Val ever talked to you about her or well, we're both super into cars, but Val really loves cars.
Oh no, you haven't told me.
I do. I love
She-
cars.
Okay.
Okay, really? Okay. Well, she keeps talking about your Bronco. She loves your
Oh,
Bronco.
you do.
I think it's cool.
Thank you.
That's really cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
you said that you like to go on like weekend adventures. obviously you're driving your Bronco.
For sure.
Where are some of the places where you've driven that car and you've been like, wow, this is really cool?
Yeah, I've driven it to Gold Hill,
Yeah.
like up that vertical road, which has been awesome. In the summertime, like I took off the top,
Yeah.
like both from the front driver's seats and then like the back, and that was really cool. And then where else have I driven it? I drove it to Breckenridge, which was super fun. And Estes Park. And I think that's about it. But yeah,
Just exploring Colorado.
yeah. And I thought like with a big car like that, because it's kind of a hunking car.
It's big, yeah.
That I was like, oh my gosh, little me, like I'm not gonna be able to drive this. But it's actually really drivable. Like it's doesn't feel that way when you're in it. So
Yeah.
if you ever
Yeah.
want to test drive it.
Actually, like, backed it into the parking space when we got brunch, and I was like, "Ooh, she's cool."
The backup cameras really be my friend.
Yeah, it was still
Yeah.
impressive.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's a fun car. Wait, so what are your favorite cars?
So I have the 4Runner,
Yeah? Yeah.
and then I also have another Toyota.
But that's not your favorite car.
No, but that's the one that I drive the most.
Yep.
But then I have another Toyota. It's actually in the driveway, but it has a cover on it.
Okay, okay.
And it's called a GR Corolla, and it's like the
Okay.
race car version of a Corolla.
Oh my gosh, how fun.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, but
Yeah.
I haven't been driving it a ton. Probably should drive it more, but I drove it a ton after I blew out my knee
Oh,
because it
okay.
was like a very fun thing for me to do
For sure.
because I couldn't run.
Yeah.
And so that's been really fun. And then in the summertime, I like to drive it to practice because it's like warm and
Yeah.
nice, and especially if I'm going longer distances, it's nice to drive that car.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where have you taken it? Like on a fun drive?
I've taken it to Estes Park, which is fun, and then I've taken it to my parents' house, and I've taken it to like Glenwood Springs.
Yep.
Which is
Yep.
pretty far away. I've driven like a bunch in the mountains too,
Yeah.
like on Peak to Peak Highway.
Yeah, peak to peak. Okay, cool.
So that's
Yeah.
a good one. And then out to Denver, and like did we take it to Colorado Springs?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we took it to Colorado
Oh,
Springs.
fun.
Yeah, we've taken it all over the place.
So it goes really fast.
It's pretty fast. It's
Yeah.
not as fast because Kyle has actually an even faster car. So my car's pretty fast.
Okay.
Yeah, we're into like sports cars,
we're
like
into
like the most
sports
impractical cars. Yeah.
In Boulder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for
Where the
sure.
roads are
Horrible.
terrible.
Dallas car is actually extremely practical. Mine is like horrifically unpractical.
Okay.
Um,
Because mine's a hatchback and
Yeah.
it's all-wheel drive.
Okay.
And it's
okay.
4 doors.
Okay, that helps.
And so it's pretty practical. And
yeah, mine's not very practical at all. It's like a two-wheel drive and has like 400 horsepower, and it's like like in the snow
Cedar.
you couldn't even drive it.
Okay.
Yeah,
What-
no, like
what's
you'd
it?
die. It's a BMW M2.
Dang, cool.
So it's like their like small little like race series car.
Yeah,
It's sick. Yeah, it's like one of my dream cars forever.
it's so fun.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. But
Yeah, in the summer.
yeah, we need a garage like desperately.
we do.
It's like the worst part about this house. Yeah, we almost bought a house like a month ago just for like a garage.
yeah.
That was we decided not to do that.
I'm so glad we did do that.
I think I'd be suicidal at this point.
Yeah. It's so stressful
Yeah.
financially.
No, not financially, just like moving and
And
Yeah,
moving.
Picking up everything. Yeah, no.
it's literally my like least favorite thing ever. I hate it. That was one of
Because
the
also we're like, guys can help us move.
Yeah, exactly. And I just wouldn't do anything because I'd be like, I'm racing. I can't.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what it would be like.
I can't do it.
Yeah, I
No.
can't pick up the box.
I literally told Carlson about that. He's like, "Yeah, you know what would happen? It'd just be you and me fucking moving."
We can't lift heavy boxes all the time.
You've seen my chicken wings.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, it's definitely not something that runners develop our arms when you're only running. So, yeah, fair enough. But yeah, I hate moving. So,
Yeah.
well, sick. Okay, I think we're probably. I don't know what time we're at, but we should probably ended up pretty soon. One thing that I don't know if has Val ever told you about her love of conspiracy theories.
Oh my gosh, conspiracies. Okay, let's dive in.
Well, no. I was just gonna say that we've been ending podcasts. We've ended some of our podcasts. Sometimes we forget
With a fun
with a fun
theory.
conspiracy theory.
Okay.
So Val has plenty on deck if you don't know, like, have any off the top of your head.
Do you know of any conspiracy theories?
I mean, yes, but I feel like they're a little bit more dark. Like the
That's okay.
9/11 conspiracy theory.
That's a
like
great one.
That is a good one.
Killer. Okay, what specific, like, yeah, just like the general 9/11 one that it was.
yeah, 9/11, the moon landing.
Oh,
Okay.
that's a good one.
What's some other ones? I know some conspiracies. Okay, those are the first two that are coming to mind, but maybe as we're talking more we'll
Those are really solid. Those are solid conspiracy theories. There's crazy stuff online. It's great. The YouTube videos are chef's kiss.
Oh,
Pristine. Oh my gosh, the moon landing
yeah.
is like one of my favorite conspiracy theories because it's so crazy. But
Yeah.
I do like it. My conspiracy theory that I wanted to end the pod with is very relevant. 3-Eye Atlas, the
Okay.
giant meteor
oh God.
that's going to go past Earth.
Uh-huh. Oh, hi.
We have never really been able to track meteors like this before until they put the telescope Atlas up. And then
Okay.
Atlas is able to see.
Wait, Ashley, do you know what she's talking about? Like this, like,
No.
thing recently?
No, I don't.
Yeah,
Well, I'm
you should
explaining
give-
it. I'm explaining it. So
okay.
there's this telescope called Atlas,
Okay.
and they just built it, and its job is to look for meteors
Okay.
because we want to study them.
Okay.
And Atlas saw 2 meteors that were whatever, but then Atlas found this third meteor,
Okay.
3-Eye Atlas.
Okay.
That's the meteor's name. And it's huge.
Okay.
It's like a giant meteorite. I forget how big it is, but it's ginormous. And it's a
Okay.
really weird shape. It's like very skinny
Okay.
and super long.
Okay.
And they're studying its trajectory, and most scientists are like, yeah, it has a really weird, like, velocity, and it's coming from a weird place.
Ah.
And the scientists are saying, like, well, we've never been able to see meteors like this,
Yeah.
so maybe this is normal, but this just is kind of weird.
Yeah.
But the conspiracy theorists are saying it's an alien.
An alien spaceship.
An alien spaceship.
Not a giant
And
alien.
it's coming to take over the Earth. And so that's the conspiracy theory, and I think it's fascinating. But I probably agree with the scientists. It's probably just a weird meteor. But it's pretty funny to think that people think that, like, the end is coming, and
These are things you have to be aware about. She's weird.
Conspiracies. Yeah. The conspiracies are crazy
I know, yeah, they're
Yeah.
crazy.
about what we don't know, but Yeah.
It's probably just not true, but it's interesting to think about.
yeah, it
Yeah.
is interesting to think about. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. And how people formulate thought, whether it's true or not.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I like the 3-Eye Atlas. I'll be curious to see what it is once it actually.
Probably meteor.
Probably. Probably.
Yeah, nice. Well, there you go. Yeah, no, that's Val. Like half the time I'm walking around the house, like I'll leave a work call or something, and Val will be like watching something on like World War II or some
Yeah.
conspiracy theory, and I'm like, at some point she's gonna start believing some of these things, and it's gonna become a problem.
Okay, well, the World War II stuff is just history.
No, I know. I'm saying the conspiracy theories.
No. I won't let it. I won't let it get to me. Keep it at arm's length.
All right,
right.
sweet. You
Well,
want
I
to close this out, Valerie?
Yeah, I think that's a good spot to end the podcast. Big thank you to Ashley for joining us.
Thank you guys for having me.
Guest number 1. At the end of the pod, we always just say to our listeners, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. It means a lot. If you're on Spotify, give us a rating. That really helps. If you're on YouTube, like and subscribe. Thank you so much. And then if you're interested in Ashley, she's got an Instagram account.
Yes.
What's your Instagram handle?
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram. It's Ashley underscore Caroline J, Caroline J. And I don't have any other social media really, so that's where you can find me.
Let's go. Well, thank you so much for being on.
Yeah, thanks for having me. This was fun.
All right. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.